For my first long-form video, I wanted to talk about the difference between a pageant and being an independent delegate. If you can't tell, I absolutely love questions and comments, but to answer your question, I might not be the total perfect person to ask, but I can go based off my experience. The person or people that you would need to totally ask is Miss Wheelchair America, but based off of my experience, I've done this twice. I tried out for Miss Wheelchair Maryland when I lived in Maryland, and they had their own pageant because they already had a state coordinator. Because the state of Virginia doesn't currently have a state coordinator, I am actually an independent delegate after I become Miss Wheelchair Virginia and then compete at a national level. I will become the person that puts on the pageants for the rest of the state of Virginia for the years to follow. So I'm so excited about that. But becoming an independent delegate, I had to do my own application, telling them all about myself, the state board, or the national board actually, excuse me. And then I had to raise $300 for my application fee. I had to give letters of recommendation. I had an interview and I am currently in charge of all the events I want to go to around the state of Virginia. And then I'm currently raising $24.50 to go to nationals and have all that paid for through fundraising. If you need help figuring that out and want to help me, just let me know and I will point you in the right direction. Trying out for Miss Maryland, which already had a state coordinator and a pageant, I spent the weekend with a bunch of girls and we had a slumber party kind of night for the first night, talking about our favorite sports teams and talking about what the weekend held. And then on Saturday, we had the interviews and we said a speech. And then we had our friends and family come together for the crowning ceremony to see who got crowned Miss Wheelchair Maryland. That was in 2018. I did not get the crown, but I did get the People's Choice Award. And learning as an independent delegate this year, I know that going forward next year, I can do whatever I would like to do for my pageants. All of this to say, I know we did not do a talent portion in Miss Wheelchair Maryland, and I don't think I'm going to at nationals, but I could be totally wrong because I have never been to nationals before. I do believe we still have to give a speech based on our platform. So I hope this answers your questions and gets you so excited to follow my journey. For those that don't know yet, my platform is sensitivity training for all who work in the public, because people with disabilities deserve to be treated with dignity and respect and not discrimination. Thanks for listening. I forgot to clarify, but I think you understand that some states do pageants and some states are independent delegates. It just depends on what state you are from, Puerto Rico or the District of Columbia. And again, if what your state does, just reach out to Miss Wheelchair America. For this year, applications, if they are not already closed, are due by January 15th, 2026. And for 2027 and so, if you are a woman in a wheelchair who lives in Virginia and is over 21 years old, I will be your point of contact if you want to become Miss Wheelchair Virginia 2027 or any other year.